Good morning, good morning. Welcome, Twin Flame Collective. And for those of you in the United States, happy 4th of July and happy birthday, America. So welcome to your reading. My name is AleksVargo. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please, I was told yesterday that my email is not working, so I'm gonna put in the description my email to use until I get that sorted out. And then you can also DM me on Instagram at EarthAngelEverlasting.com if you want to reach out to me for a reading. I'm also on TikTok at EarthAngelEverlasting, and I'll put all that in the description of this video. So it's a different email right now, which it's normally Tanja at EarthAngelEverlasting.com. But if that one's not working for you, I'll put in a secondary one right beneath that in the description so that you can reach out to me and we will figure it out together. So right here I have the Divine Masculine towards the Divine Feminine, the Divine Feminine towards the Divine Masculine, the Divine Masculine towards the Karmic, hidden truths, in the shadows. We have the soul whispers under the Divine Feminine. We have the journey of love. We have masculine madness. And then we have the ocean of emotion. And then we have sacred union message cards. So let's get into this. It's kind of interesting day, especially over here, because yesterday, if you look back at the reading, we had like the hangman in each section, which is about sacrifice and letting go, and then just watch what this masculine did today. So let's get into it. So we have the masculine is coming in, and he's in a very romantic, he wants romance, he wants to sweep someone off their feet, he wants a good intention, just whirlwind romance. The Divine Feminine is coming in. She's like sparked and inspired and wants a passionate new beginning. Their differences are, just feeling defeated. Some empty victories here where nobody wins. They're both similar in that, they are traditional, they want marriage, and they see this going to another level. Now let me just show you, this is something the masculine wants, and it is something he wanted and could see with both women. It's in the exact same position in both readings. So he had these marriage feelings for both these women, or he really does just want a traditional life, and that's showing up in both of these. It's a clarified, same card in the exact same position. Okay, so in their emotions, it's a passionate new beginning. They're inspired by each other. Everything is new and fresh, and they want to just be in each other's space. In the physical, they're just waiting for the ship to come in or to see each other. The ship can represent, it's an opportunity, right? So that's what this means, like an opportunity. So, if this is the Divine Masculine, this is the Divine Feminine. This is the Divine Feminine, this is the Divine Masculine. She's just waiting for him to come back or his ship to come in or whatever. Mentally, they're going over and thinking about deception, or it could be, just thinking about past transgressions where he may have been deceptive or cheated, or, they've lied to themselves about things. It's a collective reading, so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There's a lot of us on the collective. So right now know, he's saying he's ready for a commitment. I know we're meant to be, and I'm committed to our love. He's studying body, mind, and spirit, and he wants to explore every inch. Whoa, that kind of tingled me a bit. Okay, so emptiness. My bed feels empty without you. And then wearing a mask. I'm sick of pretending to be someone I'm not, right? So he's just ready to commit. He's ready to be into you in every way. He feels empty without you, and he's ready to just drop the fakeness, drop the mask, you know. So we have build. I would like to work together and have stability. Desire. I miss the way you taste, the soft lips on my face, your warm embrace, everything you gave. So, you know, if you've experienced this and you've been in union before, this is something they miss. If you haven't, this is what they want to do. I'm faithful. I've been hurt too many times. So this could be the thing, is like, this is on his mind, right? And mentally what he's thinking about. You know, him and the Karmic have been through a lot with this. And then, you know, she's hurt. The Karmic has hurt him with this, and then he's hurt the Karmic with this. So, you know, this is something he's heavily reflecting on, it looks like. Seductive. Every night in my dreams you seduce me. So there's a lot of sexual energy here today. Seductive. Desire. Exploration. Sorry, that's my ankles rubbing over the wood floor. Trigger happy. So unfair. So this is like, usually I see this with impulsiveness or people getting angry. You know, something happening where someone just like pops off and it causes another reaction. So, you know, they might be in this situation because of some impulsivity. I'm struggling to let go of the 3D world. I think he had this yesterday, right? And just saying, there is something that ended over here, right? So, you know, I think he's saying, you know, I'm having a hard time, you know, ending a lot of the things in my life right now. You are my lighthouse. And so in the past, you've seen, like, over and over, you see how, like, he feels, if you go over older readings for the past months, and even before I had a YouTube channel, it's her warmth, it's the Divine Feminine's warmth that he's drawn to. And, you know, he just, she like pulls him out of the darkness. She illuminates him, right? And then I think you are so sexy. So here we go. Like, it is, he's really, although he's in this kind of a space, there's a lot of this kind of thinking going on and feeling right now. So we have the Divine Feminine towards the Divine Masculine. And so she's like, this card can come up when there's been no communication. And then she's also, the High Priestess is the Divine Feminine. So those of us, I know I have quite a few followers that, you know, people that follow me that are also read tarot, or they do numerology or astrology or whatever. So they're divine feminines, and they're also in this collective, and they also happen to follow me. So this could be an indication of, you know, this is us and this is who we are. She can also mean like there's been no communication, and generally speaking, it's just like you have this inner knowing. And since it's in the Divine Feminine's wants in her spread, I would say there's probably an answer she wants, or answers she wants, and she probably really just inside of her already knows the answer, right? The Divine Masculine is just like on pause. He's trying to see, you know, take a look at and step back and see what kind of seeds they planted here. Their difficulties are, you know, leaving the past behind and letting the past go. Their similarities are the moon. So this is also another intuition card, just like this one. And they're both kind of like blockages where spirit is just like not gonna let you know, and you literally have to go step by step and take each step by step on your own using your intuition. So there's a lot of blockage here, and where it's like you have to use your intuition and make your own decisions. And then this card can also represent, you know, the fact that they were both just a little bit frightened at this time. Emotionally, they're both in a Queen of Pentacles energy, where she's like the queen that is most like the Empress in the twin flame journey, which is the feminine energy of the twin flame. So the Empress is the feminine and the Emperor is the masculine. So if there was a queen most like the Empress, it would be the Queen of Pentacles. And she's the loyal, stable, committed queen. She takes care of everybody and everything. She loves the finer things in life. She enjoys the good life. She's very good with animals. And she's very sexual and warm. In the physical or physically, they would like some sort of communication. The Eight of Wands is about communication. So like texts, DMs, social media messages. The Eight of Wands is also Cupid's arrows. So they could like be going through like a little spark of that right now. Mentally, they're both thinking how to move forward. We have the Six of Swords, which is about, you know, basically moving forward. So we have the Divine Masculine towards the Karmic. I am on vacation. 12:12 on the clock. So any noises you hear, you can just take as additional confirmation towards the reading. Okay, so the Divine Masculine is coming in like there's nothing but fights here. Everything always ends in bickering. You know, people are worried about having the upper hand. And, you know, overall, I think in this situation, he thinks he has the upper hand and he will prevail. The Karmic is just alone and in her thoughts and thinking. I'm just going to jump here and say there was an ending or a transformation in the physical or physically. So this very could be like, you know, he wants to end the fight and she's thinking about how the heck did this end, right? Eventually she usually figures it out, but she's like, how did this end? Like, what's going on? Right now, they both are having difficulties with feeling shut out and left in the cold. They were similar in that they wanted, you know, marriage, and a traditional life together. Emotionally, there was like competitiveness, and they always felt like they were fighting to get each other's attention. You know, over time you saw like there was a lot of cheating and deception going on and things like that, and fights. So, you know, competing for each other's attention and other players being on the field was a constant problem. And, you know, that's how they are. That's where they are in their emotions right now. And so in the physical or physically, there was an ending or possibly a transformation. But based on these cards right here, and this one, I'm going with ending. Mentally, they're just both resting, or they're exhausted and in respite. So, you know, she's thinking, and, you know, he's like, I'm sick of conflict, and they're in rest after, you know, whatever it is ended. So we have, the hidden truths are, I love you. I will wait for a sign from you. I hope that you can forgive me one day. and I couldn't let you close to me. And I just have a feeling that these really are, like, Spirit is kind of like, these are really for the Divine Feminine. These are not for the Karmic. So when we go to the Soul Whispers, you'll kind of see what I mean. So here we have, I don't know how to let you go. You know, they always have had trouble with this because it's a karmic soulmate with some serious soul ties. They have seriously had problems letting each other go, and it's almost like eating lotus leaves, right? And just going back and going back and going back and going back and going back, which is exactly what a soul tie is like. And the more you go back, the more you go back, the more it's enforced, the more it's enforced. So, you know, they've had really big difficulties letting each other go. What did you want from me? This came out yesterday so that I can explain. It can be like, you know, literally like, what did you expect? Like, you knew what I was, you knew how it was, you knew we had set, we had laid the groundwork. What do you want, you know? What did you expect from me? Your body language says so much. And then I'm not coming back. And so we have like ending here, right? And this can also mean an ending or breakup. If you look up this card, it can also mean that too. So these both can mean ending. So we have I'm not coming back. So in the Soul Whispers, we have I'm sorry I lied to you. Do the work. So you're talking about like the shadow work, and if you go back a few readings, maybe like the beginning of the week, he was like trying to get his health together and focus on himself and be better. And so probably doing the shadow work on the darker aspects of himself and realizing the darker aspects of himself. Talk to me from your soul. So, you know, it could be they just want communication, right? And they just like say what you really feel. Say what you really feel. Say what it really is. You know, I'm sick of wearing the mask. And then I love you. So this is why I kind of feel like the hidden truths and the soul whispers are really towards the Divine Feminine. And then we have more of that special kind of energy where he's like, I want to make love to you. And I will always come back. And it just, that's a typical twin flame thing. Like they always come back. You're two parts of one soul coming back and always coming back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that's kind of the dance that they do. So we have Union 4, which is like the Four of Wands. If you go look up in tarot, that is what it is. The Four of Wands is union for twin flames. So I can't wait to dance with you into eternity. Warmth. So here this card came up again, and I was telling you somewhere else where it was warmth that he likes with her. Like we've seen this card come out in different ways in different decks about the warmth this Divine Feminine has and how this Divine Masculine likes it. I've been watching you, so he's been spying on the social media, or both of them have. And we have, I think we had this yesterday too. So we had the 2 partnership. It's always been you. So the 2 of Cups. If you go look up that card, this card's similar. It means partnership. Reminded of you constantly. So synchronicities. So twin flames, definitely. You know, they live, you know, in 5D and above. There's always synchronicities and things like that, that spirit pushes them together, uses to push them together, right? And learning to trust these synchronicities as like God speaking to you is a lot of what you're learning to do here on this earth together. And so, you know, all the little things like people having the same name as your person, people being from the same place, the same song, or hearing songs, watching movies, all those little things are the synchronicities of like how God and spirit and whatever speak to you to guide you on your path. And then 7, I'm lost without you, emptiness. And so we have emptiness here and we have emptiness there. So we have, they are just lost and empty little people without each other. So we'll see what happens. These two have a nasty habit of in a day or two being back in love again. So I don't know what this karmic does to bring him back to eat the lotus leaves again. We'll see. Because as divine feminines and divine feminines, we usually have a knowing about these things. So if you have an intuition or feeling like they're just going to be back in 2 days, you know, we'll see. We'll get to find out, right? But, you know, there's something that we are having an inner knowing about right now. And you know what? It all always comes out. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think. Like, do you have an inner knowing that they're just going to get back together in a day or two? I don't know what the karmic does. I don't know what she says. Could be she sends like body part pictures or something and he comes running back every time this happens to him with the male body part. He's running in either direction. So let me know what you think in the comments if this resonates. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a happy 4th of July and happy birthday, America. And have a great day to everyone.